In a small island country like Japan, there are about 125.7 million people that inhabit it. In Japan, there are 800 different cities with varying populations, and more than 80% of the people live in cities, which makes big cities like Tokyo highly populated. In this video, we will talk about 4 of the most populated cities in Japan. But before we dive in, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Number 4. Nagoya. Between Tokyo and Kyoto on the Pacific coast, Nagoya and its 2.3 million inhabitants are located in the Chubu region. Nagoya is the capital of the Aichi Prefecture in Japan and is one of the largest cities in the Chubu or central region of Japan. Along with being a port city, Nagoya is a hub for Japanese culture and an essential city for the Japanese auto industry. This city's a busy one, as it accounts for about 10% of Japan's trade value. The city is famous for the blossoming cherry trees along the Yamazakagawa River from March to April. The Nagoya City Science Museum also houses the world's biggest planetarium and some very impressive towering Tesla coils. Like all of Japan, the city features century-old monuments and ultra-modern attractions. With its many castles, museums, gardens, and even a zoo and botanical garden, the city is a major cultural hub. Nagoya is the largest city in the Chubu region, boasting a very busy port. Having the 3rd largest metropolitan area in Japan is not all that Nagoya is known for. The area is massive, coming in at 326.4 kilometers square. For those who want to get off the beaten track and experience the authentic Japanese experience, Nagoya is the place to visit. Nagoya is also renowned for its very tasty food scene. Try the tebasaki chicken wings, the kishima noodles, or the hitsumabushi rice, all very local delicacies. Number 3. Osaka. This is the 3rd most populated city in Japan. This major city, located in the Kansai region of Honshu, sits on the mouth of the Yodo River on Osaka Bay. Historically a merchant city, it was the center of the rice trading industry during the Edo period. Presently, it counts about 2.7 million people. The city remains a major economic hub for the country today. With $341 billion GDP, the city rivals Paris and London for the most productive metropolitan areas in the world. It still houses the headquarters of major companies such as Panasonic, Sharp, and Sanyo. Despite its main economic and financial focus, the city still has plenty to offer in terms of sightseeing due to its very long history dating back to the 6th century BC. There you will find the first Buddhist temple in the country, Shitanoji, built in 593 AD. You will also be able to visit Osaka Castle, which suffered many incidents, usually involving lighting or fire, but underwent a full renovation in 1997 to restore it to its Edo-era splendor. Osaka is also famous for its food scene. The city, often referred to as the Kitchen of Japan, has long been the port of entry for most of the edible food coming into the country. From there, local chefs started creating dishes that have remained classics to this day. Number 2. Yokohama. Yokohama is the 2nd most populated city in Japan and has an estimated population of around 3,790,000. Yokohama is also the 2nd largest city in Japan. It is the capital of the Kanagawa Prefecture and is nestled south of Tokyo Bay. Its massive seaport is one of the major industrial hubs of the country. Many inhabitants of Yokohama will tell you that their city is even better than Tokyo. The line between the two cities can be somehow blurred for us tourists, but the rivalry between the two is alive and well. You will find a lot to do there too, whether visiting the Sankain Garden, walking down the Osenbashi Pier, or going for a baseball game at the Yokohama Stadium. Number 1. Tokyo. The capital city of the country is home to almost 9 million residents. Situated in the middle of the main island, Honshu, it faces the Bay of Tokyo and the Pacific Ocean. Formerly known as Edo, this metropolis was the capital of the Tokugawa shogunate until the Meiji Restoration. Being the main economic center of the country, it is also where most Japanese government agencies and institutions hold office, such as the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, which is the administrative center of Tokyo Prefecture. If you are flying from New York, you will likely land in one of the 2 main airports of the city, Narita or Haneda. There are daily flights from New York to Tokyo that last about 12 hours non-stop. Also, it is essential to state that the majority of international flights arrive in Tokyo at either Haneda or Narita International Airport. Therefore, a stay in glorious Tokyo is almost inevitable when visiting Japan. The city's propensity to blend old traditions, such as Shinto or Buddhist sacred sites, with modern buildings and technology has fascinated travelers for a while now. This giant megalopolis is also one of the most expensive in the world to visit and live in. For every traveler visiting any of the Japanese cities, knowing a bit of the local language will definitely be more than helpful. Knowing a few courtesy words will go a long way. Japanese people love Gaijins, that is, foreigners, who make an effort to learn a little of their language, especially since the Japanese judge their mother tongue to be extremely difficult and pretty useless outside the country. It will come in very handy if you get lost in the Tokyo Metro on your way from the airport. Since Tokyo is Japan's leading financial and commercial center, it is also home to many institutions responsible for international and diplomatic relations. Therefore, if any US-based citizens run into any problems after a night of drinking in Tokyo, there is no need to fret since the American Embassy is easily located. Lucky for you, the capital is one of the best cities in the country to learn Japanese, as specialized schools are dotted all over Tokyo. And that is the conclusion of the most populated cities in Japan. Which one are you visiting soon? Let us know in the comment box. Also, if you haven't already, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.